What's up, guys? We bought a bunch of sea bags. Brandel and I have both followed this dude who takes old sea bags and old military equipment and breaks them down just into fabric and then builds jackets and such out of them. So Brandel thought that would be super cool. He actually sourced a sea bag and a couple of other kit bags that we were gonna play with, and I didn't wanna mess his up without trying this first. I've never ripped one of these apart. I've never used any of this canvas material like this. So we were at a flea market and a dude had a bunch of them. I bought 40 of these and they're all marked up cool. They've got dudes' names on them, social security numbers, and some of them have like unit identification. They say United States, US on them. So I thought it would be cool for a first build. I thought we would do a tool bag out of these. And I think I'm going to, I've never used a seam ripper. I always just use a razor blade. I think I'm gonna break these all down and take all of the handle pieces and the hardware off of these. And we thought maybe we would use these shoulder straps as handles, but they're not long enough. I don't have enough material here, but I do have a brand new roll of this material. So I thought maybe we would take a portion of this and use it where the grip is, and then just tie into it to cradle under the bag. This is one of the leather ones that I've done. I also thought that we would probably use Cordura inside it just to give it some structure and stiffness. Go ahead and put the Velcro in there, which will allow us to put a pocket on the side like we normally do because of that liner. So basically I'm just gonna build an SOE tool bag that looks all like this on the outside appearance. We've got some stencils and some different inks and paints and stuff. So we could put branding on it that looks old like this, but still has something that's, you know, with your name on it, or with, you know, your logos or special operations equipment or the combat cock somewhere on there. So it'll kind of have that old G.I. Joe type look, but it'll be our bag. So like I said, I've never ripped any of these apart. I've never used a seam ripper ever in my life. And I've been sewing this stuff for, you know, over 35 years now. So let's open these. Brandel says that he is the seam ripper master. He said he went to the seam ripper Olympics, the special Olympics for seam rippers.
I got 4th place.
4th place, not even in the finishing. Are these sharp?
Yeah.
They'll cut me?
They'll poke you.
They'll poke you. All right. I assume they're sharp because of the caps on all of them. I feel like Mom probably had a seam ripper, and back in the old days it was probably made of like whale bone or something cool. Now it's made of all this synthetic shit that'll, when you come back in 5 years, when you find it after you lost it, it'll all be sticky and tacky. Like the arms on your Oakley sunglasses, they're useless now. I do like these tables. These are we're actually in the Snake building right now. We've got a dude next door putting all the multicam black wall paneling and everything up in the other building. So this was the place that we had room. These tables work pretty nice. I think I'm going to get 3 of these, and they'll go a lot higher. They'll also go lower. They've got casters. You do have to buy the casters extra. You come from Sam's Club, and you can get the metal frames in gray, red, black. Is it raining? Is that what I'm hearing? But I think I'm gonna run, because are they a true 6 feet? I think they are 2 by 6. I think I'm gonna run 3 this way, so it's 6 by 6, and then put a 4th on the side, so it's 6 by 8. No, that wouldn't work. That'd be 6 by 6. Just so I have a staging table, exactly. And then when we're not using them in the other building, you can just roll them against the walls. So any recommendation as to what seam ripper to use? Is there a difference in these?
No, the one I use is longer, like this. How that has a longer point. It's just easier to get under some of the threads.
Got it.
It's a little bulkier and fatter.
You know what's really easy to get under the threads? A razor blade. Where's the sharp part?
It goes, so
inside the bite?
Yeah, as you pull apart right there, you just run it, but can catch the
actual material?
Yeah. So yeah, I use the needle like that and pop through, you just push through it.
So normally if I have to deconstruct something, or usually it's something I've made that I forgot to put a zipper in or something, I like to use it sitting at the sewing machine, and I use the foot to hold it so both hands are free, and then I have a clamp. I'll also, if that isn't enough to hold it, I'll put the needle through it, and then I can really, it'll hold here and I can pull here, and then I just pull enough, you'll hear them pop, you'll hear it expose the stitches, and then I'll just nick the stitches with a razor blade. With a razor blade, I'd have this off of here already. I also can't see what I'm doing. The light is like horrible in here for this. Somebody told me paint this building black, and I did, and now it sucks in all the light. Somebody that doesn't know about painting buildings. He does. He knows a lot about painting buildings if they're black.
You just have to have good eyesight.
Is that what the problem is?
Yeah, I see perfect.
I see my shadow. Like this light is casting a shadow right here. We're gonna have 6 more weeks of winter.
Did you see the groundhog?
I'm seeing the groundhog. I'm seeing my shadow.
Oh, first time.
It's all the fucking video games.
I don't think that has anything.
He had a home ec seam ripper video game.
It's like the tractor farm game everybody has. Farm sim. Yeah.
Farm sim?
What's the crap?
What was that farm? The first farm video game on Facebook. Yeah. Farmville. Rebecca loved Farmville. All right, give me a damn razor blade. Where's the razor blade at?
The key is doing that pushing instead of trying to get.
Cody will be the duffel bag fluffer.
I'm not.
All right, see how fast that was? There's that. Also, if you're watching this video, you probably do a little bit of sewing or starting a business or hobby or something, and you will get guys, especially in your early years, you'll get guys that will come to you because you will do things that other people will not. Meaning you will cut their equipment apart, you will alter it, and you will work on it. As you get better and bigger, you won't do that anymore because you will realize that you make a lot more money doing other things. And if you are doing custom work like this, you are not charging enough. Every suture that I have on my hands, all my stitch marks and everything, are from cutting gear apart. This particular one opened the whole knuckle up. You could see the bones and tendons and shit inside. And that was from cutting apart a Bianchi holster that somebody, I don't even remember what I was doing to it, but they had a Bianchi holster. I was cutting it apart, and those things are glued together as well as sewn. And they went through some foam, but I cut my hand open pretty good. And I was out, like I had it splinted and taped, but I was continuing to work. And then like 10 days later, when they pulled the stitches out, the wound was not healed. It actually had a little smell to it, and it was very infected. I had a buddy of mine that was an 18 Delta. I believe it was JD Smith, if I remember right. Might have been John Kelly. Came over to the house and he's like, that's really infected. We got to do something with this. And what he had done was he's like, get me a brand new toothbrush and some betadine. Heated the betadine up in the microwave, dipped the toothbrush in, and just went across the wound gently about a dozen times. He's like, do that every 3 hours. And within a week, it had healed up, and that was the end of it. But it was never worth the cost of the lost work or just your time. Like the most expensive thing, and I know if you're hearing this and you're learning and you're starting out, it's not fathomable to you that the time is the most expensive thing within your business, your time. Even when you have 100 employees, the most expensive thing in the building is you. And if it's not, you probably need to reevaluate how you're running your business, but that's beside. But this kind of stuff, like coming here close and nicking this, if I cut myself, I'm out of work for quite some time if I'm gonna let it heal properly. So you could grab needle nose pliers and pull this, a clamp right here and pliers, just pulling in opposite directions. But the sewing machine really is a good clamp. And if you need more pressure, like I said earlier, just run the needle through there just to kind of hold it. I'm still not sure getting into this here, what we will use, what parts, they will become, and how we'll incorporate it into the new build. I just had a bug run out here. I've got like little seeds and little skeletons of bugs here. There's no telling where this bag has been. The other thing with used gear, especially if it's military guys, they will bring you a rucksack to modify or something. You will cut it apart. It will have beach sand in it. It will have CS gas in it. And that stuff just sits there waiting for you to get it on your finger and into your eye. We got to the point when we did ruck mods, we wouldn't take used rucks. They had to go buy a brand new ruck and bring us that to modify. Because you get that sand down in the machine, you get the CS powder on you. It's just everything, man. So this is sewn on, and then this is sewn over it, and then they use this diamond stitch here, which is audible. It's a program stitch. When they sewed this, it wasn't computerized machines, but they had a cam in there, and that's all that machine did was stitch that stitch pattern. If you ever want to revitalize the American workforce and go back to making old school Korea, Vietnam, World War II gear, reenact whatever, Robert Collier is your guy. He can set your whole factory up in probably in whatever era you want to work in. This is very heavy thread. I don't know what it is. It's way bigger than anything we use. Which is cool. Nowadays, you can see where they tacked this together originally. They folded these in and put a little tack stitch before they sewed around it. It's we use a thread that's half this size, probably less than half this size. And our shit, we never see it fail. We've never had a failure on any of the thread or anything like that. You have 2 pockets on there? On yours, Cody?
I don't know.
You took 2 off. Nope, that's 1. Maybe we'll put these on the ends or something. No, they won't fit. I don't know what we'll do. So that's how much material we have out of one of these. And then we have all of these extra little pieces. What we will do with them, I do not know, but that's what we have to start with. Cool. Because of the way this frays, I think we're gonna have to do it like I did on this leather bag here. Normally we would just put a zipper here, fold it over, and that'd be the end of it, but you're gonna have a lot of this fray out. So I think the way to do this is probably edge tape the raw edges, put the zipper in place, and fabricate it in that manner, like that bag there. To a person that owns one of our tool bags, you won't notice much difference. You'd have to really look to notice it, but I think that's probably the way to do it. We could stagger them. So this is the cradle of the bag like this. And then the zipper goes here and here on the outside. I was thinking I could put, but it wouldn't, I can't put two there and it would look stupid with one. So there's no sense in doing it, I don't think. And then for these track pieces, these are the zippers on the top. And if we put these here, we still don't have enough to make two of them, put them in proper proportion. So I don't think that's viable either. So as far as outside branding and such, we could put that US front and center on the pocket, but we normally put Velcro there, so you wouldn't see that either. Put this on the end and get the US on there. We could get part of this, but do we want to put some dude's name on this bag that we don't know? There's no like, I've got name, social security number, US. I don't have any other branding or anything. We could just put our own branding on it. That one's blank. We could put, we get this US on there for sure.
Does this one have that same tag on the inside like that one?
Yeah, but we can't use this piece. I don't have a usable, I mean, we could get it like that, but you're gonna have this, I mean, I guess that's okay. It's pretty sealed. Put that there, and then put the US on the other end. And then do we leave on that pocket, do we just leave the Velcro off of it and not put Velcro there perhaps? We could cut it long ways here and get that dude's name and social security number on that bag right there probably. We should probably look it up and see where this dude is.
Probably going by now.
Maybe.
If not, I'll love it.
Or it'll be like Ted Kaczynski or something. MK Ultra Candidate 0. Shit, I don't know. I guess the answer is just fucking do it. Just start doing it. All right, there's that. There's that. We need one more piece. We might as well put it right here with all this pilling on there. That'll look neat. Look pretty fly. If our serger runs, I think it does, we can just serge the edge of this nice and clean. We could still edge tape it and fold it too. All right, there's that, there's that. We're gonna put this as the end piece. Boy, we're gonna be tight there. We don't have a choice though. Once we open it. Yeah, we could open it up. We need to hire a ice cream barista to run the Ninja Creamy. Do you have one at your house? A barista?
I don't have a barista. I have Hannah.
Does she have a Starbucks apron?
I don't think she's looking.
You forbid it. You forbid it.
She can have one if she wants. I want to say I have a woodland onesie that she wears all the time.
Teletubby.
It's a, you.
What the fuck is this sewn to? How is this not coming off of here?
It's those things you wear when you go surfing and you change under?
A chafe guard? No.
I don't know, it's like a gigantic hoodie with just holes for the arms that come out. You just slide into it, it's like a dress, it's all over the floor that has a giant hood on it.
Is that a Walmart outfit for going to Walmart?
It was like $200-something.
Jeez.
I randomly posted
a hoodie with
somebody bought it for me and had it delivered, and I still don't know who did it.
A hoodie with no arms?
Yeah, it's amazing, man.
The fuck good is it?
I go and check my mail naked in it.
Oh. How do you get your mail if there's no arms?
No, it has holes like a sleeveless shirt.
So it's a poncho?
Yeah, it's literally a poncho that goes to your ankles. It's not. It is for a while. It's thicker than like 2 towels. And then it's got a huge pocket on the front and 2 pockets inside. I mean, I could technically wear it into Walmart naked.
Something terrible would go wrong. That'd be...
Stuck in a ball upside down. Take a pair of scissors between these 2 grommets. Cut right here, splay that out.
Well, I was just gonna... I've got it centered right here. So I was just gonna chomp it right here. And that'll give me... Yeah, that'll give me what I need. I don't know how I got these nasty paint scissors. I bought a brand new pair out, I thought. These right here.
Bring you back to the old days.
Of what? Old days of what?
People bringing in kit, being like, "Hey, could you put a new thing on this?"
I never would have. Like I did a lot of kit modification for recon guys, mostly SEALs, but. I am not centered. Holy shit, I am fucking way off center, as a matter of fact. Well, that's what we're gonna go with. Yep, Cody was right. I should have fucking cut it. We'll trim that up a little bit. All right, there's that. There's that. That'll fit there nicely. Get wet one of these. Another one there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Or do I already have this? I already have these. 1, 2. Okay, I already got those. Where should we put this? Here and here. We got that there. Do we want the two-tone? I think that'd be cool in there. I don't know about that. We'll go right here.
This is the best thing we've ever put out, you know?
These definitely have the potential to be very important to somebody. You know, if you had your dad's or grandfather's duffel or something, you wanted to turn it into a tool bag, then. Especially, you know, if dad's gone or something. There are companies that do this, but it's mostly, you know, chicks doing it on home machines and stuff. I don't know if Amanda's been cutting rocks with this or what. These are the scissors she had in here when she painted. That's why they're all covered in paint. Oh, did I cut through there? No, I didn't. Okay. I don't know if I got some irritant off of this in my throat or what. I don't think this is Vietnam. I mean, I guess it could be that era. We could probably look this social security number up and see date of birth on it somehow.
That's probably on Facebook, yeah.
See if he's a draftee or a volunteer.
Do we still issue backs like this?
They're different, and they're different material, and the build and design is now different too.
More or less
So I don't know about that, but the design is definitely different. I think it's a little bigger. They might still even use this for going on ships, you know? But I think the other bag has more pockets and stuff on it. But it's a big fucking bag. This bag will have a lot more stretch than the quarter does. Lacking and just the fiber, I mean the material, you know. Yeah, it's got some elasticity. I am assuming it's 100% cotton, but I don't know that. I'm sure there is a History Channel show on the history of the military duffel bag. ChatGPT would know. I'm just trying to keep all the crumbs contained. Right there's zippers. Right there. Here are the end caps. Go there. These. Do an off-color piece for the ends? What do you mean? On the inside? Yeah. Are there, do we double those or are they just edge taped over? We do. And then there's the side pockets. So we still need to cut some webbing, some zipper, some Velcro. What are we gonna do for the handles? I thought.
Sew those onto the actual pieces.
Well, that's what I thought I'd do. Cut this like here and here, you know? Sew them on and then just put them on like we normally do. I think we could do that. You do like that? Okay. Are we gonna sew this today? All right, so we said we were gonna use these shoulder straps as the handle pieces, but I don't like the idea of having this raw edge and just sewing this new webbing onto and having that raw edge. So I think what I'm going to do, because I mean you could French seam it, but it'd be very bulky. It would look, and I don't know, maybe that looks cool. But I think in starting to pull this apart, I think I can just pull this off and sew these pads onto a brand new handle, which will achieve, you know, the similar. It'll kind of crush and it'll give you this grip in your hand here. On the other hand, maybe it is cool to just have those raw edges. I don't know. On this one, we're going to do it this way. I keep saying it like we're going to build more of these. That's definitely not my intention, but let's go ahead and pull this off. This is what I'm talking about. I was telling you guys, with your foot here, you can now pull against that. I can pull with my left hand and just nick these threads here. Be very careful, obviously, like this is thin nylon here. If you nick that, you're done with it. And then all of this, just a little bit of flame will burn all that out of there. You can see the raw edge off of this. It's like pack cloth or something even thinner. You see a lot of parts of Alice packs are made out of this material right here.
Is it just lighter, or is there a reason that they're made out of that?
It's definitely lighter than Cordura. It's not as durable as Cordura. I don't know why they chose that. It's been that way, you know, probably before I was born. I'm not sure what it is. I'll bet it's more than 300. Some of it's pretty durable. I mean, if you look at Alice packs, you see damaged Alice packs, but there's a lot of them out there that, you know, really they do take a beating. I mean, they still use them today. I know there's some ninja typing out right now. No, they don't. No, trust me. Some guys still use them today. You're not that guy. You're not built like that.
Do you think gear in general was built better before, like, the 90s?
Oh, I don't know. I think gear's pretty incredible now. I mean, they did a lot with what they had back then, but the fabrics and the material now stomp some of that stuff. But I mean, if you look at like Vietnam special operations guys, our guys now are like athletes. Yeah, whatever that is. I don't even know what that is.
It's like monofilament fishing line.
Yeah, whatever that padding right there is. Put it back together as best you can. Back then, they would drop a dude off. Like you saw it a lot when Scully's like 22 mags, and you saw all the dipshits crawl out of the woodwork taking issue with, oh no, it's only 6 mags. Listen to these 70-year-old men right now talking about how they would get dropped off and move for days into enemy territory to, you know, cut open phone lines and listen and tap phone lines, or get reconnaissance packages to rescue missing in action POW guys. And they're like, we were out there and it was us against 200 NVA, or us against a entire, I mean, it's just insane, the amount. And the ammo these guys carried. He's like, we all carried 6 Claymores. We all carried, 1,000 rounds. Like, it's just fucking crazy. We all carried 22 grenades. Like, the amount. And those guys were doing that shit with nothing gear-wise compared to what we have now. They were carrying extra mags in the cotton bandoliers that came out of the ammo cans, and just for extra ammo in that manner. And they were carrying grenades just off the spoons on gear. And they were just making do with whatever they had and accomplish the mission at the same time. No excuse as to we couldn't do it because of equipment. Just sheer will. When you look at how they were extracting those guys, they called them strings. They were basically using a stabo rig, which is prior to the spy rig, and they would have one rope that they would tie on to basically a Swiss seat, and it would just pull them up out of the canopy, and they were getting shot at the same time. That helicopter, when those choppers would come down, they would, I don't remember what it's called, but they would basically, I don't know if it's auto rotate or what. Somebody will correct me. Somebody definitely knows that's hearing this, but they would basically reduce power so the bird would just spin with no lift and would basically fall to the ground to get these guys on board. Dude, it's wild. The stuff, like, as impressive as things are now, when you listen to these dudes, and these are the dudes that they actually wrote the movies about. Like, they're the actual dudes that were there. It's not some dude retelling the story or fabricating it. And it just they seem so fucking harder. They did so much with so little back then. And now, like, we have everything, and motherfuckers have every excuse in the world why they can't accomplish something. And these dudes had nothing and accomplished fucking everything. The entire program for every special operations unit almost originated there, like Mac v. SOG. And you listen to those dudes, that was part SEALs. I believe there was Marines involved. It was Special Forces. and they had just the cream of the crop, and they brought them together, and every time they'd go out, it was a test mission for equipment and weaponry, and we need this and we need to change this. Like they went out originally with nothing in the way of medical, but they had dudes that would get injured and they'd have to bring them 5-6 days. Like they were smuggling dudes out on rice boats. They were pretending to be Vietnamese farmers and Vietnamese fishermen while the river patrol boats are coming through. And they're literally, what's their plan? If we get searched, we're just going to kill these guys and we're going to move as fast as we can. And once they come on board, you shoot this guy, you shoot this guy, and we're just going to continue to go, doing like tactical trap missions, you know, tactical recovery aircraft personnel when pilots would go down and stuff. It's insane. And as impressive as everything is now, I remember watching movies and TV shows about the Vietnam War because my cousins were interested in that. And I never really spoke to my uncle a lot. My uncle was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam. Like he was out there, you know, doing some of that shit. My father was with 1st Marine Division. He was a corpsman, combat medic with 1st Marine Division in Vietnam. And I never had enough interest to really have those conversations with them about those things. But you watch that now and they just seem so hard, those old men right now, talking about those missions that they did, and it seems they were absolutely impossible. Like they never should have been able to do those things. And there's so much history and documentation of it. And when we see these kids now, I say kids, I mean I'm talking, you know, 20, 25-year-old men who have their life experience as video games, Call of Duty. That's the closest they've come to any combat or anything like that. And they're the duty expert on how many magazines and how much ammunition you should carry. Like, maybe you should toughen the fuck up.
And these other dudes were like 14 sneaking into the war.
Literally at fucking 15, 16 years of age, snuck into the fucking military. Like got caught, got kicked out and snuck back into the military. It's fucking insane, man. And those are all the war heroes. Like those are the dudes that all the lore of the Marine Corps is told about. That is those guys. All right, let's see what happens with this. I have no idea what's about to come of this. I have an idea of what it should be, but I have no idea of how it's going to be. I guess we'll start with these. What is the measurements on the handles, Cody? 36? 36? I have no, okay, we'll do it off this.
Need your long ruler?
No, I have a short ruler.
Okay.
3 of these is 36. And it doesn't even have to. Why is it 36? Because that's how I fucking made the first one. So, and the most important part is that they're both the same, whether they're short or long. 3-6 Mafia. When was Little White in 3-6 Mafia?
Yeah, I don't know how long.
Wasn't the best part of 3-6 Mafia Little White?
I mean, to me.
Who's the best rapper alive?
To you or to me?
To everyone?
I don't know.
It's Tupac.
It's to you.
You know, Tupac was gay, right?
So
Flamboyantly homosexual, like love sucking dick. Yeah.
Never heard that.
Yeah, Tupac. They fabricated him. Maybe not. Maybe that's all just a psyop to take away, you know, the gangster from the gangster rap. Maybe that is also a CIA operation. I think it's pretty safe that nothing that the internet tells you nowadays is real.
Suge Knight's still in jail?
Suge Knight is still in jail. Remember they let him out?
Guy?
Huh?
He ran over that guy and killed him.
Yeah. What's that? It would be better. I have too many options. There's too many buildings.
You just set up stations in every room so we can do it anywhere.
Imagine if we just had a building that was like 10,000 feet.
And set up as a workshop.
That's a whole fucking, yeah, the whole building was a studio.
You could have 3 machines set up. One that stays black, one that stays tan, one that stays green.
I'm gonna sell all my sewing stuff off. and I'm gonna buy a set of Japanese handsaws. We're
That's
gonna
it?
we're gonna build everything just out of those push saws, those Japanese handsaws with a wooden handle.
Yeah, you do that, I'll go run the laser.
I'm gonna move into a new medium,
Woodworking?
Japanese handsaw woodworking. I'm glad that didn't just melt down and fall on my hand. It's on fire. I did just mark this, right?
No.
Okay. We're about to find out how much this stretches and shifts, I guess. I feel like I'm not sewing through webbing. Maybe I am. I guess we should look. Yeah, it's going through. There's sand all over everything here.
Means it was you.
That's where the new plague comes from. The zombie virus is contained in the fibers of this pack.
The cure is to eat MREs from the same era.
Vietnam, that would be sea rats, man. They were eating out of aluminum cans. Were they aluminum? I think they were aluminum cans. Metal cans. If there's a failure point, it would be right there. So I want to make sure that stays on there, and I want it to look the same as the other side. So that's why I put more thread in there so they would match. I do not have my screwdriver out here somehow. Nah, I think we'll keep going. Watch or warning? Which one's worse?
Warning is worse. Warning means one is touchdown. Watch means wake up.
So where do you go in your town?
I got in my building because it was that hospital.
That's right.
And we just have a solid concrete steel building. In the
That's
basement.
right.
The basement goes down about 14 feet.
Is it haunted?
Dude, I went down there the other day and looked through some of the deceased files.
Really?
Dude, it is crazy.
Oh, that's cool, man. You should bring some. Let's look at them.
Rooms about as big as
Maybe you
this building
shouldn't.
full.
If you bring it, it'll bring the ghosts here.
I'll bring you some.
I know where there's some cool files we can go read.
We've got x-rays and everything.
Yeah, have you seen where people take the x-rays and make lampshades out of x-rays?
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool. You can go read about lobotomies. Was that Civil War hospital, or what was that? When did that actually cease operation?
It started in 1905 as a hospital. It ceased in 1960 and became a drugstore.
A drugstore. That's neat.
Same people that owned it and everything.
Same family and everything?
All of them. Still to this day.
Neat. Ooh, I'm about to put that on upside down. That would be a problem. I feel like... Yeah, I'll get it closed. I feel like this pad is considerably longer than that one. It's a little... It is. It's about... Maybe it'll shrink up when I sew it on.
Local car dealership just got something cool.
A local car dealership?
Our local car dealership. Stingray 3LT.
What year is that?
Just came off.
A brand new Corvette. Ah, lame.
It's completely specced out.
Somebody order it?
Nope.
Bowling Green just sent it here randomly? That is pretty neat.
It's available.
What is it? How much? How much do you think that is?
Considering it's a Stingray 3LT. Over 100.
Is that a turbo car?
I think they are.
Are they?
All the non,
Used to be you'd buy like a ZR1 and that was their high end.
I know the newest one is 1,000 horsepower factory.
There's a really nice GT3 right now in Nashville.
Yeah, that's a whole different ballgame. So this is a NA62V8.
I don't know what that means. Naturally aspirated?
Yes. 3LT usually starts around 80 to 90.
The interior in them's nice.
With options and everything, they go around 110. That car they have there, they probably got 120, 130.
Are you able to just buy one of those, or is there like an addendum on them and stuff? Can you straight purchase it? Or will the dealership put money on top of it?
I'm sure they've got some on top of it.
They're shipping a ton of those, man. Every time we drive down the highway, I see truckloads of Corvettes.
They put up a picture with every bit of a dozen on a truck, and they only got one.
Yeah. But I see trucks, like rows of trucks, like 5, 6 trucks running down the road full of Corvettes. Like they have the capability to build them, that's for sure.
Yeah. I see them on the interstate, but
That's what I'm talking about. Been watching what?
That's not a factory box. Well, the thing that stood out to me is when I saw his stuff previously, the serial plates in it were stuff. So it's not a modified factory block. It's something else altogether. Those ones he's working with are like size
When you're
cuts
sewing, can you feel different material through your needle? Like how you just how it as far as tension, pushing, and everything.
Yeah, a little bit, but I more hear it. Like it gets to that point right there where it just cuts that thread. It did it on the other side too. On all three pieces did it. I don't know. There's something.
Is it just in reverse still?
Just in reverse, yeah. Yeah, there's a burr in here or something. But it's. I can have it fixed. Like I can have them fix it, but then it might
Take away all the other good.
make something else worse that I don't want to live with. I can live with this one. I do need to grab every Nakajima out of the building and just bring them out here. I don't think that anybody's even sewing on them currently. I see them just sitting. All right, there's those. That is a little shorter.
Yeah.
But they'll crush. It'll be good. They're going to settle the same. So there's that. Careful, I crush.
Yes. What's that from? Borat?
I think it is Borat. The best movie of all time. You know what I do not have? You know what? Hey, Cody, can you find me? There's a bag of zipper pulls here. Can you grab me a couple of them? I need 6. I am concerned about this edges fraying.
What if you hit them with a lighter? Is that stopping you? Anyway?
No, because it's cotton. I think it's cotton. So I'm going to conceal them with edge tape first.
Even if it's doubled onto this, that does that?
Yeah. Well, this is not going to be doubled onto that. Not in most places. So let's conceal that. Do the zipper guard here. If I put it here, we're going to lose a lot of this text. So we're still going to lose some of it, but let's put it here. Being careful not to really stretch this, because we could stretch this a lot, and I don't want to make it larger. Did you find it? Might be faster to just go get them out of the building.
You're gonna get them out of the building. Can you grab this small screwdriver too?
Before we put these all on here, let's put some zipper on here and make sure that this isn't visible or anything weird, anything I'm not accounting for. I like that smell when it burns.
Yeah.
It's not unpleasant, you know, like some of the nylon.
Yeah, like chemically.
Yeah, I'm sure it's full of chemical. I'm sure there's all kinds of mildew and
Mold.
bug repellent shit. For years, we had these really, really huge rolls of canvas. It's like tent material. They were god awful heavy. They were over 100 pounds. And we'd sew them. We'd put it. It was very stiff material. We'd put it inside of stuff to make it stiffer, in our subloads and our holsters and stuff. And every time the needle would strike, there'd be 2 layers of this stuff, 3 layers of this inside, and then we'd put it inside a sleeve of Cordura. And we would sew every inch this grid, 1 inch by 1 inch all over. And every time the needle would strike, a puff of smoke would come out. And it's that treatment that they were putting, that anti-mildew resistant treatment. So the first 6 years of me doing all this stuff, I was just breathing that freely. Maybe I'm preserved from it. maybe that's why I'm so extra human. It's not skill, it's not will. It's just I was chemically altered. Alright, we're about to find out. It doesn't quite hit it, but it'll blend with that zipper, I think.
Looking for the best pattern.
Just looking for the color or whatever, yeah. Is there a blood stain or, you know? What's the difference between this being a $200 bag and a $1,000 bag? It's the story that comes with it. I bought a really big Anvil for Sebastian. He was big, man. I carried that thing all the way out of that flea market too. And he had one that was, I think it was 400 bucks, and one that was like $1,200, and they looked identical. And I said, "What's the difference in these?" He said, "Just the story." He said, "I have a really cool story with that one." And I said, "Well, tell me about it." And he said, he had this big book. It looked like a Yellow Pages from a major city. And he said, every Anvil ever made, anything about it, you can look it up by these numbers. I can tell you who made it, what company, what factory it came out of, date of manufacture, everything. He's like, that one, I can tell you everything about. This one right here, I can't tell you anything about it. That's why it's $400. I'm like, all right, I'll take the $400 one. I didn't know nothing about anvils.
Yeah.
But you talk to those old men and you learn, like I carry that with me today. Like I remember that story like it was yesterday. I don't know if I was filming back then. I don't know if I have that footage somewhere or not. I bought a Chinese serpent dragon, a set from him also. They were like bright red Bakelite. I still have those somewhere. They're probably in the catwalk upstairs. Pretty cool.
That'll stop that from fraying completely, right? Just because
That's right. That's right. I've got it concealed. And then we'll probably, once we put this together, we'll probably edge tape the internals of the bag. So there'll be no fraying anywhere. Now, if we wanted to add some more structure or rigidity to this, we would double this up here with Cordura or something to make it stiffer. Not needed. This canvas is literally what the USGI tool bag is made of. I have some actual USGI tool bags that are canvas. And that was what I was looking at and going off of when we made the very first tool bag, which was, I don't know, forever ago in the old building. So over 20 years ago when we made the first one. And the original GI tool bag wasn't big enough to hold the tools I wanted to put in there. And that's how ours got to the size that it was. And then when we did the larger one, a buddy of mine, Friction, had a friend or girlfriend or somebody. She was a helicopter mechanic for Eurocopter, which is, you know, multi-million-dollar aircraft. They use them for government helicopters, and they have armor packages and armament on some of them. But she had a tool set, a specific tool set, and that's when we made our tool pods larger. The first tool pods we made were very large to hold a specific set of 6 tools. And then we did the large tool bag to encompass those tool pods with those tools. And that was the first set that we did. That's where the large tool bag originated, or that size. The first one I did was for him, for her. And then that's where the tool pods came from. On something like this, it probably would be cool to have a bigger thread in here.
Can you use the same machine for bigger thread?
Yeah, we probably need to tune it a little different, adjust it, and run a different needle. I'm being very slow and deliberate about this because this is the part that you're going to see the most. It does not sit inside the same. I vegetate makes it a lot stiffer there. There we go. Is that looking how you pictured it?
Better than I pictured it.
Better.
Yeah, I thought.
You thought we were gonna build some shit that wasn't good?
I saw that bag being cut open. I was like,
A little rough. Character? Is that what we're calling it?
I thought like once I felt it cut, I was like, it just feels like cotton. Like you were saying, like it's just more. It doesn't have that backing that with all the other stuff. Like I rub my nails on it. I was like, zing. It feels strong. Yeah. Or at least it gives me the false sense of this is very strong compared to that. But obviously, this has lasted for a long time.
This can mold.
Yeah.
Bugs will eat it, although they're not, probably because there's chemicals in it. It's probably got some flame retardant in it as well. All of them. All the preservatives. I'll be dead, but my body will be still intact.
They dig you up like 15 years later and you're still just in perfect form.
Right on.
So are there bags that you edge tape all of it like that?
Mm-mm. No, you don't need to. Not like this.
The only time we usually is just conceal something that's gray out.
Side do you like? The less abraded side or the more abraded side? Do you remember Banana Republic?
Yeah. They still have them in the mall
Really?
close to our house, yeah.
Banana Republic, you always had the sense that you were buying surplus gear, but it never was surplus gear.
It started like catering to like rich boater kids, right?
Yeah, probably. Like it originally was like the Man of Mystery, right? Like reading James Bond and Soldier of Fortune and Africa, a lot of stuff that was like African and stuff like that. Like South Africa, you know, like Rhodesia. A lot of military looking gear, you know.
Where was the emu war?
Australia.
Was that South?
I'm not sure. There's not a ton of like in depth on it. There's a bunch of short video stuff.
Like through those pictures.
What are they?
Fully built diesel pre-runner truck.
Diesel pre-runner truck. What year is that body originally? Oh wow, holy shit! They did this clean.
They took that truck all the way apart.
Yeah.
You see the interior yet?
That's nice. It's probably like Elcan leather or Contraric, Aaliyah or somebody. Is that King? Whose shocks are those? King, yeah, nice. They made the anodizing match. Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, they're so clean on the back there. What are they asking for this?
125.
I'll bet you can race it.
Oh yeah.
At least in the pre-runner.
Bet you can jump that truck. Right?
Oh, you can jump this truck all day. What motor's in it?
Duramax 6.6.
Man, they took the cab all the way out. Where's the cage in it, though? I don't really see any cage inside it.
just jump it right.
There's no, he doesn't have any
It's not race ready.
caging. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you can unplug it in there.
Where's that truck at?
Arkansas.
In Arkansas. That's a weird place for that. Although guys racing score like that, you know, they got money. They can move those things anywhere they want. That's not a score truck, but
No roll cage, but there's like cut the whole bed apart.
oh yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. Whoever built that. Do they name a shop?
Not one list, we've got a whole list of shit. So you couldn't post all the details, get them out there.
Are those 40s on that truck? What are they? So all the, like the BFG project tires, those were originally 37s. Huh? And then nowadays, I don't know about nowadays, I've not looked at any score stuff for 5-6 years. But they went to 40s. They were all running 40s on those trucks.
Bank that door.
Yeah, I saw it. I don't know what I bolted onto.
What if it had one of the spinning wheels?
That'd be a very secure door on an aluminum can. I want some jail cell doors.
That'd be nice.
Like-
Entrance door just for.
Well, I want to have it for upstairs, just so I can
Yeah.
I can lock that upstairs off. So have,
Another car.
see the snap that thread. Got a lot of tension on the top here, but
Is that for the front pocket?
it is. Yeah. the zipper pockets on both sides. Brandon's anniversary is this weekend.
I think so. I know Black Rifle is sponsoring his events
What?
at the tattoo shop or something. They just contacted him the other day, and he's doing like a food drive or some kind of like thing.
That's cool.
And so much for me. He's like, yeah, I think it's the local one.
That's, yeah, he probably, because I know there's one in Clarksville.
Yeah. He reached out to him and said they'd like to sponsor it.
Good for him. Which side? This side? It's got more patina to it, I think. We need a stencil says "Kill a commie for mommy." Put that on,
Yeah.
and then a stencil of a dude front kicking a dude out of a helicopter. Kill communists. We'd sell the shit out of those.
Yeah. Can you order material that's already used like that? It's been like.
No, we would let's just do it because you're gonna run out of it.
Yeah.
And then the logistics of having to deconstruct it. But if we just brought in canvas and we could get it off the surplus market, I'm sure they have. I'll bet they got rolls of it over our place over there. Even if we circuit cut on sticker, stick it on, and then put our ink down, screen it, or like
Do you cut like stencil material?
without it lighting on fire.
Like clear little thin stencil paper. Cut anything but metal and anything over a half. Okay, so how do we get this design?
Oh, you just steal it off the internet.
Okay. I just rip the file and trace it. How do we go get the canvas? Analyze it out?
Yeah. You just tell the internet you want it and it shows up. Or you go to any of your National Guard armories and you just take it off their deuce and a half. But you don't have time to remove it, so you just cut the side out.
Oh, yeah,
you just take a few yards off of each one, so they're still all serviceable.
Nathan and I was gonna wake up and I'm gonna have those just cut off.
Oh, does he still have that?
Yeah.
He has an LMTV.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is that bigger?
Yeah. How much are you asking for it? What was the price on it?
After he had it redone, he only wanted like 35.
That's a lot.
But it's like completely restored.
Yeah,
Everything.
that's nice. He also still has it.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that until they go and drive it.
Yeah, he drives it around all the time.
Does he?
Yeah, he drives it downtown Nashville.
I'm surprised he hasn't had any oopsies with it.
He probably has. He probably just didn't stop. It's big and the steering's loose, or what?
No, I'm sure he's had it. He had it already done. Those trucks don't have a lot of miles on. Nothing fits them though. Like if you get that truck, if you got a dump truck of that, the skid steer will dump in there, but barely. You got to build ramps and shit. Everything you have has to be bigger.
Yeah, it's a lot of material. That's my favorite color.
Tan desert, yeah, it's a nice truck, man. That one particularly is nice.
You text him and see if they'll loan it to me for 6 years.
He'd loan it to you. And if you just didn't take it back, he's not going to come get it.
Sure.
No, he wasn't going to let him drive the Ferrari. He was going to let him drive the McLaren.
No, they want to go to Ferrari. He'd rather drive the yeah, I rode in it a few times.
He's passed me a few times. He drives the shit out of that, and it is fucking loud. In Nashville. He's come past me a couple times on the interstate. Coming from like Cars and Coffee. There's not a lot of those orange McLarens running around.
You have to be on point of service for those cars.
I'm sure he is. When you have a relationship with the dealer, I'm sure they'll even come pick it up on a truck probably.
All the like decommissioned huge trucks like that in the Army, where do they go?
Dermo, defense reutilization, something that's Gov liquidation, Gov planet. So
I like that place that we went and visited, but it has the
yeah, but run by it's an independent company that the military gave all of that logistics to. So it's a website, and we go on there and bid on 8,000 canteens or an LMTV, and they're like, doesn't run, probably needs batteries, come check it out, or one of the air brakes leaks or whatever. So you can go in there. I think you have 30 days to go in there and actually look at it before close of auction. Everything's online, I think now, and you buy it, and then you just have 30 days to come pick it up. So you can trailer it out or try to get it running or whatever, or have it shipped, whatever, however you want to do it. But they're on different bases. There's a bunch of different, like it could be close to you, like you got to find one that you're willing to go to and then bid on that. This for sure is the right pattern, right? I didn't have both patterns outside. I only had the inside. I only had one pattern outside, or did I have both? This is for sure the outer, not the inner. Did I have another inner outside with me? Shit, I hope I cut the right one. I'm sure I did.
Was it a smaller?
Yeah, the smaller one. Because the zipper pieces go onto it. We'll know. There's no fixing it if it's not. You can show up. We'll do outdoor activities tomorrow.
Outdoor activities? What's that?
Build rabbit cages.
Is that what you're actually going to do tomorrow?
Hell no, you are.
Oh.
I'm going to watch you do it. No, I'm not. I do need to. I need to. That red double tier, that 2-level rabbit stack. I think I got 12 cages on there. I think I can get at least 36 cages in that area right there.
Is that
12,
stacked?
24, 30. I think it's 12, yeah. It's either 10 or 12. Even if it's 10. If it's 10, I can get 30 caging right there under that, in that roof. Uh-huh. And I think I can redo the one up top. I want to say I have 30 cages in there. I think I can probably get 50 in there by redoing it. It's not. It's just around the perimeter.
Okay.
It's not even around the perimeter. but I can put rows in there because I have all those brooders in there from the chickens, and they don't need to be in there. I can get a lot of footprint there. Plus, and those are all single cages, right? If we run them up, I can double the caging.
What does that require? Like doubling?
A couple days of view. Not really. I mean, they're made. I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna. It's all made of 2x4s. They just same way they made those tables, those cut tables inside. So they're like L-shaped. Where you just put a 2x4, you know, like this,
Yeah.
and then run your 4x4s down that. Oh, sure there are. What kind? What color? Army color?
No, there's orange, there's yellow, but it's not Kubota and John Deere.
So GovPlanet probably has municipality listings and stuff. I know Jeff bought, I want to say Jeff bid on some police department auctions. He bought like a 5-gallon bucket of pistols they were auctioning off through one of the police departments. But I think it went like through,
Purple bucket.
I don't know. But I've seen like crazy shit for sale that they were auctioning off.
We still get notifications about that video.
Do we?
Yeah.
I just got a notification
5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
that said hire somebody to do something, and when I looked, I never could find the comment to see what he was talking about.
Did you ever end up getting used to those double zipper?
Oh, hell no. I never used them after that. The girls used them up. We cut the poles off of them, and then they sent us the proper zippers. No, those were terrible. Well, that's good.
Haven't seen real rain either. A couple small drops here and there. That's it. Nashville's in the middle of it.
Oh, Juliet. Just for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. What's the offset from the edge? I want to say it's 2, but let's just go off center. So 3.
Trained eye.
Calibrated eye. I can walk through the shop and from across the room be like, that's a 1/4 inch off, or that's an 1/8 inch off. And they're like, no, it's not. I go measure it. I promise you it is. And it always is. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Okay, so what are you doing this weekend?
Tomorrow, I don't know. Sunday? Maybe Ted? Is it cold? You can let me know by now.
Tell Tad that I've already booked you. And if he wants to discuss using you on Sunday, I will sublet you out to him. I'll let him know what my price for you is.
I like this.
Then you get Randall here and you tell Tad if he wants Randall, he's got to come help with the project Randall.
The rabbit, then you get double the labor.
We wouldn't get shit done with Tad there.
No.
You have 30 other projects started by the end of the day.
We wouldn't have nothing done. It'd be fun. It'd be hilarious, but we wouldn't have shit done. All right, do we want to see all these needle strikes? Do we want to conceal them? Let's run them this way. And then we'll run this so you still see where those threads used to be in that line. We'll put that visible on the bottom. Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Normally I pull on this quite a bit to get it very taut, but I don't want to stretch this material out, so I'm really not pulling on this. You ever heard of Indelible ink? It's what, I don't know why that's crunchy like that. You would use Indelible ink to mark like your clothing for gym clothes and stuff. But when I looked up Indelible ink last night, because I did not see it at Walmart, Indelible ink was actually developed. It has a bunch of silver nitride in it, or nitrate, and something else. And it's used for voting at voting booths and stuff. So when you would go vote, they would put your finger, you'd have to put your finger in the Indelible ink or on the Indelible ink pad perhaps, and it would stain you so that you could not vote multiple times. They would know that you have already been in there and voted. So that is where indelible ink came from. Now, I had always heard indelible ink because that's what I told Amanda. I'm like, let's go get some stencils and some indelible ink. She's like, what's indelible ink? So I looked it up so that I knew what the actual definition was. I just thought it was permanent, but it's actually something. And I don't know that my mom ever used indelible ink, but that was my understanding. Like when I started junior high, you had to stencil your name on your gym clothes. That's what I thought they used. I thought that's what all this stuff was indelible ink, but apparently maybe it's not. But it would be cool to put SOE logo or Combat Cock or, you know, whatever somewhere on here.
Do you have anything that you can cut that out with? Like if you lasered it?
Now, I don't want to, I've run out of thread here. I don't want to sew back over it because it'll be a lot brighter right there in that area. So I'm going to take this stitch line out and just put a fresh line in here. I think that's what I'm going to do. The stencil.
Any kind of material that you can laser out.
To do a,
Make the stencil? Is that what you mean? Yeah. Yeah.
or a stamp.
Yeah, the stamp's a completely different process.
I do need to get some stamps made that we can put in a press and just put our logo into leather.
Burn it or
Both. Well, I was talking about just a rotary, just a press, you know, to emboss the leather. But also, they make them that go in soldering iron. They make several versions. You can put it on a electric one that heats it up, or you can put it over fire, propane torch or something. That's a good example right there of what I didn't want happening. See how that edge is coming apart?
I've made a stamp before out of aluminum plate. And they melted part of it within 7 weeks.
That would work, especially for putting on the leather.
I have a bunch of wax seals
Mm-hmm.
I've had made. They're like bands.
Yeah.
And I always put them on the outside of CDs and vinyls.
You could probably use whatever that process was. You could put it on a piece of copper or brass and use that as your stamp. You can get all kinds of presses, like just any press really will work, but they make a tabletop that's just a rotary press that'll put it in there good.
I also have like those embossers that I use on paper and like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stuff I used to be able to get at Staples. I had like a book when you walked in. I don't remember the last time I saw it. Staples.
Yeah, is Office Depot and Staples still in business?
Staples is huge in my town.
It is?
Yeah.
I need to go look at some office chairs. I need some proper chairs for in here for the podcast and stuff.
I used to know the manager at our Staples, and they would take and throw brand new chairs in the dumpster for us.
I don't think you should be. I don't think you're supposed to be saying that out loud.
Pretend like they had something wrong with them, so we'd go in the middle of the night and grab them. So now I have a bunch of really nice ones in the band studio.
Time is it?
Almost done.
You trying to be out of here by any certain time, man? No? No. I'm just checking on you. I see it.
Super dark now.
Say it again.
Super dark now.
Yeah, we're gonna add those lights over next door. See how those are. If they're what Then we'll add some in here. Some mood lighting, nice disco ball. How much is that?
He just posted it for the dude's wanting to trade in for something. He's got typical value on him is about 28 to 36.
It seems low for a good thermal.
Anytime I saw, like, I had like $7,000 in that.
Yeah, so I mean, what's the? Is it?
A new one's like 12.
Is it like a movie camera that you're looking through, so it's not?
No, this is a trigger con.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so their smallest one, the 24 millimeter diameter, is 7,200.
So why is that one so inexpensive?
It's like a handled unit.
Hmm.
Probably not many people buying expensive stuff.
All right. Now, do we want to put the Velcro on here and cover this up? Or do we want this real estate to put some kind of branding on? You think so? What do we put on it?
I don't know, I think it'll be fine, even if we don't do it right now, just to get the stencils and then pop it
Okay,
in there.
so leave it?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I'm not sure where I want this.
Running everything off center there.
Yeah. I have not checked for center yet, but yes.
I just asked that because you have 2-inch handles on that bag. So
Yeah,
it's not-
yeah, no, it's off center. 13, 6.5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, right there. We hope. This bag right here would be $1,000 bag all day long. And while I do know there's something off on this bag, and I don't remember why I didn't put this one up for sale. There's something with it.
Very sharp.
You know, actually, I think this one was just so nice, I kept it.
I have a feeling.
Because this one actually is. There's one where I went around and it wasn't tacked in. The handles weren't tacked in. So I didn't sell it. No, this one actually is, this one's 100%. They're all tacked in. There's multiple stitch lines here and here. No, I just thought it was nice, so I kept it. Man, it smells so good, that heavy leather.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh, I don't know.
That heavy leather, oh, the leather smell, I don't know. I love it. I love buying hides, putting them in the truck, and then,
It's like your car freshener, you just buy it,
Yeah.
leave it in there.
yeah, that smell in the car when you come out from eating lunch. It's coming together.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll look cool. Brand new on it.
Yeah, it'll look really cool. All right, there's that. Handles. Let's get the handles. Man, I'm getting jittery. Like
Something else to eat.
like hungry.
You grab you another bar.
No. Huh?
I need to get more of that beef jerky.
I have a whole box of it on my desk. Righteous Felon beef jerky. Check it out if you guys haven't seen it. Righteous Felon beef jerky. I believe they have it at Walmart. I know we ordered it off Walmart.com. I've ordered it off Amazon. The stuff we got at Walmart was really good. The stuff I got from Amazon, it was good, but it was a little drier, like it had been there too long or something. The flavor is amazing if you guys haven't tried it. Righteous Felon beef jerky. Check that out. They have like beef sticks, individual package, and they're very good. I know Andy Frisella has some beef jerky too, which I have not tried. That's supposed to be very good too. First Form, I believe it's under First Form's brand. They have some. All right, what do we want this mark to be? 1.5. This webbing's 1 3/4. We want 1 inch. Let's go 1 1/4. I think that'll look good on these. Oops. Box X that out at 1 1/4. I'm going to ask you that again, and you're going to tell me 1 1/4 because I'm not going to remember it in this. Lock, there we go. Inch and a quarter. I need a chef. I need a chef that just sits and watch Instagram shorts and watches all those little meals that I send you all the time and just makes those for me. Yeah, I really need that.
Does Josh not have a son?
Josh? No, he doesn't have, I don't think he has a son. He wouldn't be old enough.
Do we know anyone else named Josh? Because at least we could pretend like it's them.
Or anybody that can cook half as good as Josh, but rhymes with Josh.
Yeah. Josh. Anybody. I'll even take a John. You know? Somebody, I mean, I guess I'd get it confused with you, but... Don.
Who works at the taco truck?
Yeah, we need to hire them. I like their tacos.
Their tacos are good, huh? That's good food, huh? Yeah.
That quesadilla last week was amazing.
I ate one of those for breakfast this morning, one of the birria ones.
Yeah.
Cody had a leftover one, so 40 seconds. 2 scoops of MRE. And a taco quesadilla, a birria quesadilla. Do a rifle case out of this.
That would be sick. I'll take like 4 of those bags.
Super retro on the outside and then super modern on the inside.
Drive the skid steer.
Yeah, he's pretty good, yeah. He's pretty, like, he's been, there's not really anything he's not been able to do.
And at least he hasn't just, even when he said he couldn't do it, gotten it done. And not done bad.
And he moves, man. He, like, you don't, I've never caught him, like, just standing. Like most people, if you'd have given him this task right here, you'd come in here and it wouldn't, half of it wouldn't even be done yet. I got to get those sweet potatoes in.
Oh yeah.
Out of the weather, or before there's weather. And I've got a bunch of tomatoes still I need to pull. And I got some basil I think I'm going to pull, dry the basil out, take the tomatoes, let them finish ripening indoor. And I've got sweet potatoes still in a bed out there. But those will go. Those will be fine for a month. I don't have to pull those right now, but the tomatoes, and there was something else out there I wanted. I was going to pull in. I've got to do a full rat room changeover tonight. I've got some snakes. We got a lot of snakes we got to feed right now. I didn't travel down on that, darn it. If you ask her what she wants to do, she'll tell you she wants to sleep this weekend, I'll bet.
What do you want to do?
Oh, I don't have anything. I really don't have anything in mind that I want to do. I need to come from the outside down. Okay. Ooh, I'll just cut that thread. I want to eat something really good this weekend. I don't even, and she'll be like, cool, where do you want? I'm like, I don't even know.
Closest place for you guys like that has good stuff is Jackson, right?
There's a couple good places in Jackson. There's some new places, newer. Oaklawn. We go to Oaklawn in Paris. That's very good. Maybe go there tonight. Country Western is good. We go there all the time though.
Oh, first pick.
30 minutes. Why, you want to go to dinner there tonight? I'm sure they'll have a mean cheeseburger. If you're into that kind of...
What's the place that we always...
Country Western?
Yeah, okay. Oaklawn is,
In Paris. No,
I'm sure.
you wouldn't go.
I feel like I've been there before.
I don't think you've been to Oaklawn, dude. Looks like a house. Big front lawn, big massive oak trees, big fireplace.
You and Jeff? It's like a weird soda shop.
Elkmont. It's funny you say that, man. I was thinking about that today, the soda fountain. Oaklawn, it was in Elkmont, Kentucky,
Okay.
when we went to pick up that dental office.
Awesome.
Dude, I was literally thinking, when we walked in here, I was going to joke about we need to go to the soda fountain. It was, yeah. It was very good. Okay, there's the body. Let's tie these. Oh, absolutely not. I got a milkshake, and I got some other stuff. I don't remember what else I got. They had a really good burger there.
And they have them all squirt in glass bottles.
Somewhere there's probably a chick running around with a tattoo on her coochie that says squirt with the logo.
you hold your breath loose over a zipper?
I actually was just holding my breath right now. Now that you mention, I would have said no, but maybe.
I feel like every time you're doing it, you're going over a bridge. Breathe it.
I was breathing only because I was thinking about it.
I do have to go record in the studio this week.
You
Or
do?
Monday.
For what?
Drums.
For who?
Our band. Got like 10 songs we're recording.
Yeah. For David Hasselhoff?
Close. Probably only for Germans.
See Germans. Looking at this bag is not good because this is not built like a normal tool bag. I changed a lot of things because the zipper doesn't get folded, the leather doesn't get folded under like most of the bags I build, but internally it should be similar. Wait a minute, if that's 1 inch. No, that's right.
Yeah.
6-inch Velcro. Normally last time I built these, we were putting 3-inch Velcro in here. What was that? Rain?
it on the rifle cases?
I don't think I used it even on the rifle cases.
Not like that you had it, you just haven't used it.
I forget we have it, and where I usually cut stuff out of in my area, I only have 3-inch there. I was surprised to see it when I saw it.
Seen you do it before?
I don't know. Shit, there's a 20% discount or 25% discount on that code also, I forgot. Boy, I messed that one up.
Did you say it?
I didn't say it.
I think you said after the discount.
I did say that. Yeah, I did. But I didn't tell him what it was. That's going to be the that piece I folded under inside. That's the slot to the bottom channel so that you can put a piece of plastic in there or something to make it rigid if you wish to, or stash 10, 15, 20 grand worth of money down there. Then you can forget it's there until you need it. See, it's folded in. I think I do it at 1 inch, not 2 inch normally, but it's folded in, and then this will get sewn here and here, and that makes the slot there. So the guy I bought these from, I'd actually bought them, and then he held them while we went to the reptile show there at the fairgrounds. And I had told him, like, hey, make sure you follow me on Instagram. You'll see, you know, what we make out of these. And when I came back and picked them up, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna follow you. But I never saw him do it, so I don't know if he did or not. Yeah, I don't know if he'll see what we made with these or not. He was pretty cool though.
Was he at the reptile show doing this?
At the same venue at the Nashville Fairgrounds. In one building was the reptile show, and then the other buildings and outside was the flea market.
It's so weird that he just randomly had all these.
Yeah, especially because you were looking for them. You know, we'd been talking about them, and there they were. Like the first thing I saw when we walked up there was that we weren't even going to the flea market. And I love to go to the flea market, but we had no intention of even being there that day. Hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tension.
Yeah. Almost, man.
Does that feel harder to work with or easier?
Huh?
Does this feel harder to work with or easier?
It's easier probably. It's more supple, but that doesn't. It's not bad to work with because I have it backed up with the Cordura. If it was just this, it would probably have a lot of stretch and it would shift a lot. But I just sewed it in quarters so that it's not going to have a lot of displacement. So, like if I'd have sewed it all the way around, it would have just completely shifted. It's definitely softer and it wants to move around more. So I'm just being cognizant of that. That's why I'm doing everything in like halves. Half of each side and back.
Pulling evenly both
Yeah.
sides.
Yeah, just find the center and walk it rather than walking it all the way from the top down and having it, really move.
Is it normally like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got a lot of top tension on here. I don't know why it's doing that, but and it's definitely fraying on the edges here. You're seeing it. It'll definitely need once we edge tape it, it'll hold together. It'll hold together. I just don't want that those threads coming out the side, because somebody will see that and think that their bag's falling apart. And it's not. Once we have it all locked into place, then we'll go back around and sew it. Yeah, this round one definitely needs taped up.
Came out a lot cleaner than I thought.
Really?
Yeah, just because the material. It's super.